Vaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devin Saraswatin Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayati
Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayasva
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Devakinandanaya cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya
Govindaya namo
Namaha.
namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 8, text number 25. 2825. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Questions by King Parikshit. Please repeat the sloka again me. Atra pramāṇaṁ hi bhavān
Atra pramāṇaṁ
Pramāṇaṁ hi bhavān.
parameṣṭhī yathātma-bhūḥ
parameṣṭhī
Parameṣṭhī
yathātma-bhūḥ
yathātma-bhūḥ.
apare cānutiṣṭhanti
apare
Apare
cānutiṣṭhanti
anutiṣṭhanti sorry apare
anutiṣṭhanti
cānutiṣṭhanti
apare
apare
cānutiṣṭhanti
cānutiṣṭhanti.
pūrveṣāṁ pūrva-jaiḥ kṛtam.
pūrveṣāṁ
Purveṣāṁ pūrva-jaiḥ
kṛtam.
Word by word meaning. Atra,
Atra,
in this matter.
in this
In
matter,
this matter.
Pramāṇaṁ,
Pramāṇaṁ.
evidential facts.
Evidential facts.
He,
He,
certainly.
certainly.
Bhavān,
Bhavān.
yourself.
Yourself.
Parameṣṭhī,
Parameṣṭhī.
Brahmā,
Brahmā.
the creator of the universe.
The creator of the universe.
Yathā,
Yathā.
as.
as
ātma-bhūḥ,
ātma-bhūḥ,
ātma-bhūḥ.
born directly from the Lord.
born
Born
directly
directly from the Lord.
Apare,
apare,
Apare.
others.
others,
Cha,
cha,
only.
only,
Anutiṣṭhanti,
anutiṣṭhanti,
Anutiṣṭhanti.
just to follow.
just to follow,
Pūrveṣāṁ,
pūrveṣāṁ,
Purveṣāṁ.
as a matter of custom.
as a matter
As a
of
matter of custom.
Pūrva-jaiḥ,
pūrva-jaiḥ,
Purva-jaiḥ.
knowledge
Knowledge
suggested by a previous philosopher.
suggested by a previous philosopher.
Kṛtam,
Kṛtam.
having been done.
having been
Having
done.
been done.
Translation purport by Vengri Sabha Charna of the A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat begin me. O great sage,
Oh, great
O
sage,
great sage,
you are as good as Brahma,
you are
you are as
good
good as Brahmā,
the original living being.
the
the
original.
original living being.
Others follow custom only,
Others follow custom only,
as followed by the
as followed by the
followed by
previous philosophical speculators.
the previous philosophical speculators.
Purport. It may be argued that Śukadeva Gosvāmī is not the only authority of perfect knowledge in transcendence because there are many other sages and their followers. Contemporary to Vyāsadeva or even prior to him, there were many other great sages such as Gautama, Kaṇāda, Jaimini, Kapila and Aṣṭāvakra, and all of them have presented a philosophical path by themselves. Patanjali is also one of them, and all these six great rishis have their own way of thinking, exactly like the modern philosophers and mental speculators. The difference between the six philosophical paths put forward by the renowned sages above mentioned and that of the Śukadeva Gosvāmī as presented in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is that all the six sages mentioned above speak the facts according to their own thinking, but Śukadeva Gosvāmī presents the knowledge which comes down directly from Brahmaji, who is known as ātma-bhūḥ, or born of and educated by the Almighty Personality of Godhead. Vedic transcendental knowledge descends directly from the Personality of Godhead. By his mercy, Brahma, the first living being in the universe, was enlightened, and from Brahmaji, Narada was enlightened, and from Narada, Vyasa was enlightened. Śukadeva Gosvāmī received such transcendental knowledge directly from his father Vyāsadeva. Thus, the knowledge being received from the chain of disciplic succession is perfect. One cannot be a spiritual master in perfection unless and until one has received the same by disciplic succession. That is the secret of receiving transcendental knowledge. The six great sages mentioned above may be great thinkers, but their knowledge by mental speculation is not perfect. However perfect an empiric philosopher may be in presenting a philosophical thesis, such knowledge is never perfect because it is produced by an imperfect mind. Such great sages also have their disciplic successions, but they are not authorized because such knowledge does not come directly from the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana. No one can be independent except Narayana. Therefore, no one's knowledge can be perfect, for everyone's knowledge is dependent on the flickering mind. Mind is material, and thus knowledge presented by material speculators is never transcendental and can never become perfect. Mundane philosophers, being imperfect in themselves, disagree with other philosophers because a mundane philosopher is not a philosopher at all unless he presents his own theory. Intelligent persons like Maharaja Parikshit do not recognize such mental speculators, however great they may be, but hear from the authorities like Śukadeva Gosvāmī, who is not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the parampara system, as is specifically stressed in the Bhagavad Gita. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshur-milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnu-padaya Krishna-prishthaya Putre Śrīmade Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavada Pashasha Desha Dharne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So here Parikshit Maharaj is glorifying Śukadeva Gosvāmī. Yes, he is asking the questions. In between, he is glorifying Śukadeva Gosvāmī also. So how he is glorifying? He is glorifying Śukadeva Gosvāmī. Oh, great sage, you are as good as Brahma, the original living being. So Brahma, we all know, Brahma is the first living entity born out of Supreme Lord. And Lord imparted the knowledge, Vedic knowledge to Brahma, and he provided the action of creation to Brahma. So Lord is the original creator and he is a seed-giving father. He gave that creative activity to Brahma and he gave the Vedic knowledge also to Brahma. So why we need to give the Vedic knowledge to Brahma? Because it's need to come down to the human beings also. Brahma not only creating a human being, all the living beings, 84 crores of yonis, all our living entities are there. Different varieties of living entities are there. The varieties in the sense, varieties in this means it is a mental our consciousness. 84 lakhs of consciousness or different consciousness there with the different varieties of consciousness are there. So Brahma, he got this knowledge, then only Lord gave the activity of creation. So he started continuing the activity from the Lord. So Brahma wanted to give this knowledge to the human being and the demigods. So that is his activity. So he gave this knowledge to human being and demigod, whatever he received as it is from the Supreme Lord. He gave the knowledge to Narada. Narada gave this knowledge to Vyāsadeva, and Vyasadeva gave this knowledge to his son, Śukadeva Gosvāmī. So, since the same knowledge without any adulteration, it is coming from the Supreme Lord to Brahma, and Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vyasa, Vyasa to Śukadeva Gosvāmī. So, there is no change at all. It is exactly the same. So, that is the reason here Śukadeva Gosvāmī is compared with Brahma. So, there is no adulteration in the knowledge. That is, it is a perfect knowledge. And then people may argue that it is not only Śukadeva Gosvāmī. There were other sages also who has also have their knowledge. So that's why Prabhupada is mentioning that there are, prior to Vyāsadeva, there are the sages like Gautama, Kaṇāda, Jaimini, Kapila, Aṣṭāvakra, and Patanjali. These are the other 6 sages. They also come up with a philosophy. But they came up with their own mental philosophical speculation. It is, even though they are very famous, they have the followers, everything, but whatever their knowledge, it's a philosophical knowledge. Whatever the philosophical knowledge, it is, they are also followed the previous philosopher speculators only. They not followed the authoritative like how Brahma, Narada, Vyasadeva, and Śukadeva Gosvāmī followed. So that is the reason the other knowledge, whatever it is coming from others, it is we'll call it as a speculation, mental speculation. So whatever the knowledge we received from the Supreme Lord, that is the perfect. Because the Supreme Lord is the independent of everything, and he is the original creator. He is the Adi. So before this creation, he was present. So he created this material world, and from him the knowledge is coming, means that is the perfect knowledge. But with our mental speculation, we can speculate anything. So that won't be a perfect knowledge. So that is what Prabhupada is wanted to convey over here. So that is the reason Śukadeva Gosvāmī, Parikshit Maharaj also glorifying Śukadeva Gosvāmī is as good as Brahma. Actually, pramāṇas. What is pramāṇas? There is here we can, pramāṇam is mentioned as pramāṇam. Evidential facts. Okay. So to understand the fact, there are 3 kind of pramāṇas are there. So pratiksha, anumana, and sabda. So there are 3 pramāṇas are there. Pratiksha. Then that means perception. And anumana. Anumana means you need to think, okay, it may be like this or it may be like this. It is anumana. We know that anumana. I mean, many times we used to use this word. This is a Sanskrit word, anumana. That means it is speculation. And sabda, that is from the sound. So this is the facts can be understood from this 3 ways. So the pratiksha means by experiencing that, by touching through our, not only touching, through our senses and through our mind, once we experience, then we accept that fact is called prataksha pramāṇa. But prataksha pramāṇa, suppose the people are saying, so there is a tree in the particular Himalayas. In that tree, there is a fruit. In the fruit, if you take the fruit doesn't have the seed at all, but it will be very tasty. It is very sweet like that. So the people who are not accepting that and they want to experience that, go and touch the fruit and okay, how the fruit, whether they open the fruit, whether the seed is there or not. Like then, okay, then they understood through their eyes, they saw that then there is no seed in that, and also they taste. That's also one of the senses. Through their senses, they understand, then they are accepting. That is the prataksha pramāṇa. And anumana pramāṇa. Anumana means, okay, we are saying that people are saying that anumana means that there is a fruit, it has that is of the seed. So then we can imagine. Through the imagination, we can understand. Okay, we saw the seedless grapes. Okay, that means then we know that mango. So that fruit, whatever available in the Himalayas, it is also look like mango. Then we can imagine the seedless and the seed thing. Okay, the fruit look like mango, but it doesn't have the seed. So through our Anumana, how will design, how will make that? Okay, we know the seedless thing is our grapes, we saw seedless, and mango we saw. Then how that fruit which is available in Himalaya, that will be. Then we will Anumana, through our Anumana, we will understand, we know this too. With this, we are imagining that fruit will be like that. Okay, it will look like a mango, but inside there is no seed. So it may be like this. That is Anumana. And Sabda. Sabda means to understand from the previous, the who experienced that, who saw already the fruit, or the knowledge you got from the person. Suppose one person is coming from Himalayas, he is saying that I saw a fruit like this fruit is this one. So then we are accepting as it is. So this is Sabda, by hearing from them. So this is a Prataksha, Anumana, and Shabda. So these are the three evidential facts we can accept the knowledge. The perception, yes, for the perception to understand through our senses. See, our senses are imperfect. We cannot see we are the some for 3-4 years there is a coronavirus. They are said the coronavirus. We never saw coronavirus, but we are seeing that people are getting affected. So then we accepted. Okay, so there is a coronavirus, but we never saw. But we are accepting that it is a coronavirus, right? And then we want to experience that. Okay, I got the fever. Then it is a coronavirus. So by experiencing, through our senses to understand, then accepting that as there is a prataksha. So this knowledge is not perfect. So that's what it is that, because prataksha means our senses are imperfect. Because we have the limitation. We cannot see somebody saying the coronavirus, we cannot see the coronavirus. Through to some instrument only we can see, because our senses are limited. And our hearing power, our seeing power, our smelling power, our tasting, everything is imperfect. Suppose if you get the cold, you cannot feel any taste also. That means there is a limitation is there. So our senses are limited. So with the limited senses, if you wanted to try to understand the unlimited, it is possible. Is it possible? No, it is not at all possible. Because Lord is unlimited and his opulences are unlimited. And to understand with our limited mind, to understand the unlimited, it is not possible. It is like a compare. You can compare that as a Mr. Dr. Frog. So the Dr. Frog, the frog which is there in the well, and there is a frog, it came from the Pacific Ocean. So the Pacific Ocean is a very huge, and the frog came from the Pacific Ocean and came into this well. And inside the well, there is already a frog. That frog is born and brought up in that well only. It never came out of the well. And this Pacific Ocean frog is saying that Pacific Ocean is very huge. Yes, this is very small. The Pacific Ocean is very huge. But the frog, what it is understanding, that frog is comparing that, okay, very huge means it may be more than three times, 10 times of this well, like that. This other frog is understanding, speculation. It is comparing, it is thinking that Pacific Ocean is maybe some 3 times, 4 times than this well. So that means it is not the fact actually. So this is called Anumana, to understanding through our mental speculation. Okay, whatever we know, through that we are trying to understand, which is we never saw. That is Anumana. So that is Anumana also not perfect, because we cannot compare the 10 times of well size with the Pacific Ocean. So that is also imperfect. That is also imperfect. So Pratiksha is imperfect because of our limited senses. Anumana is imperfect because our knowledge is limited. With the limited knowledge, we cannot understand the unlimited. And Shabda. Shabda means if we are getting the knowledge from the right source, then we will accept as it is. So who is the right source? The Lord is independent and he is the correct source, because all the creation is done by the Lord. So everything is come out from him. So Lord is saying that Agam Sarvaitya Prabhavo, everything come out from me, emanate from me. So the Lord is the creator. So he is telling that he is giving the knowledge to Brahma. So that is the 100% perfect knowledge. In that, we cannot find any fault at all. But other mental speculators like Pratiksha Pramana and Anumana Pramana, there may be there are a lot of chances for the misunderstanding, and the whatever we are getting that fact, it may not be true also. Because these are all imperfect and limited knowledge. Because with the knowledge we got it through our mental speculation and from the limited person. So that is the reason we cannot rely on this pratiksha and anumana. So the sabda pramana. So when Lord gave this knowledge through sabda to give to Brahma, Brahma gave this sabda to Narada, Narada gave sabda to Vyāsadeva, Vyāsadeva gave this to Śukadeva Gosvāmī. So then sabda pramana, and through this bona fide people, and the very source is Supreme Lord, then we can accept that sabda pramana as it is. So that is the reason here in this sloka, he is comparing the whatever the knowledge is going to give by Śukadeva Gosvāmī, it is the perfect knowledge. That is the reason. Which knowledge is going to give? It is a Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. That is a perfect knowledge. From where it is coming? The very source is Supreme Lord. So there is not even a dot size also imperfect will be there. It is a 100% foolproof perfect one. There is not even a small fault also. So that is the reason it received from the Brahma, and Brahma gave it to the disciplic succession. So that is the reason the knowledge through Sabda Pramana, through the disciplic succession, whatever we are receiving, that is the perfect knowledge. So that we have to accept as the perfect, and that will make us perfect. Otherwise, others also give the knowledge, because there are the many sages like Gautama, Patanjali were there. They also gave their knowledge, but their knowledges are mental speculation. They are own mental speculation. So mental speculation, because we are limited. So the limited person is thinking they may have some higher intelligence than us, but we cannot compare their intelligence with the Lord's intelligence. So whatever they understood, whatever their philosophy, that is also a limited philosophy, and that is also through perception and anumana only. So perception and anumana, first only we discussed and we understood clearly that prataksha and anumana both are imperfect. So the knowledge, we are not saying that entire thing is imperfect, because we cannot rely on that knowledge, because the knowledge is coming from their own mental speculation. So whatever coming from our own mental speculation, we cannot consider as a perfect knowledge. Whatever is coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that knowledge should be the perfect knowledge. So that is the reason here, whatever the disciplic succession got, and Śukadeva Gosvāmī, he is coming from that disciplic succession. The knowledge is exactly same what he got from his father, and father he got what he got from Narada, and Narada what he got from Brahma, Brahma what he got from Supreme Personality of Godhead. So exactly, the Narayana is the original person who is independent of all. He is the very source of all the knowledge. From him, the knowledge comes, means it is perfect and it is transcendental. Then we can accept it as it is. So that is the reason, whatever we are studying, we are very fortunate to study his Bhagavad Gita and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam through the disciplic succession and the bona fide disciplic succession. Because there are other mental speculators are there, other philosophical empiric philosophers are there. What they are doing, they are also giving the same, they are also talking about Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Bhagavad Gita, but adding their own mental speculation over there. So then what will happen if they add their own mental speculation? Their real meaning will go off from that. Because somebody is saying that, oh, karma, yes, Krishna talked about karma yoga, then karma yoga is best. And this is the mental speculation. Karma yoga is best. And also, he's talked about bhakti yoga. The bhakti yoga is for the lazy people. And jnana yoga, it will take time and not everyone can follow. So karma yoga is the best. So this is the mental speculation that the people used to have. The empirical philosophers, the mundane philosophers, they are coming up with their own ideas. So that is the reason it is always imperfect. But the person who is following the disciplic succession, bona fide disciplic succession, from there we are getting the knowledge. That knowledge is giving what is that knowledge is explaining? That bhakti yoga is the direct knowledge where there is the bhakti how the bhakti yoga and other yogas are compared. Other yogas are compared, like suppose if we wanted to reach, suppose Burj Khalifa, there is more than 100 floors are there in that building in Dubai. So if you wanted to go to the topmost higher, what is the topmost floor? There are two ways you can go. You can use the staircase or you can use the lift. So how much is it is possible for us to use the staircase and reach the topmost floor? More than 100 floors are there in the building. And using the lift, which is very easy. Because using the lift is very easy. The intelligent person, they won't choose the step, even the staircase also reaching there only. But it may not be possible, or our body won't give that much power to reach that. We don't have the power to reach that topmost floor through the steps, or we'll be exhausted. There are many things are there. Many times we'll be stop in between only. So, but if you catch the lift directly, very easy way, very smoothly, it will take you without any effort. It will take you to the topmost floor. So the bhakti yoga, whatever we are following, it is like a lift. The knowledge, whatever we are getting, and through the lift, we can directly reach with how the lift very smoothly we can travel and we can reach our destination. The similar way we can reach in the mean of bhakti yoga. All the other yogas, it's like going through the steps. So it is going through the steps and rely on our own power. Sometimes we initially we will have the own power. Okay, let me do a meditation, this and that. But over the period of time, what will happen? Our laziness will come and our tiredness, then we will stop in between. And we won't reach our destination with the other way. So this is the comparison analogy provided by our senior acharyas and the pure devotees. So the thing is, if you understand anything, not only anything about this creation, about the Supreme Lord, we should choose the perfect source, which is Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and those knowledge which is coming from the discipline succession. If your same knowledge is given by other persons also, who are the mental speculators, we should not rely on them, because they are adding their own mundane ideas there. So because of that, it will take us in the different direction. So we cannot get the perfect knowledge. So follow our acharyas and follow the Śukadeva, who's following the Śukadeva Gosvāmī, who's following the Vyāsadeva parampara. That knowledge is perfect. So if you follow that, then we can reach the destination through the lift without any much effort. Directly we can reach. So that is the only testing point over here. Whatever we are getting the knowledge from Śukadeva Gosvāmī, that is the perfect source, because the same knowledge what Lord imparted to Brahmā, Śukadeva Gosvāmī also telling the same knowledge. So that is the reason we are all very fortunate to come on that Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. The same knowledge we are getting as it is without any adulteration. So we are very fortunate to have this knowledge. So it is up to us to establish this knowledge further and perfect ourselves in this lifetime itself. Yes, knowledge is provided. You are connected with the parampara. So when we are taking as a disciple of connecting with the parampara through disciplic succession. So when we are connecting as a disciple of any guru in this parampara, then we are also connecting this parampara, and we are getting the knowledge from this parampara. That will make us perfect in this lifetime itself. So we have to aspire to perfect ourselves in this lifetime itself through this Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are the Chaitanya Charitamrita is the postgraduate study, is the topmost, the Prema Bhakti. So because other Sampradayas, they won't teach Prema Bhakti. But our Sampradaya, its speciality is, it is teaching the Prema Bhakti. So Prema Bhakti is getting into the Prema Bhakti is the topmost Bhakti, level of Bhakti. So we are very fortunate to be in that cult, to following that culture. So let us all pray for each other so that we can perfect our life in this lifetime itself. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.